sacral chakra meditations. This episode is all about our throat chakra. And the reason why I am singing very off tune, I'm sure, is because the throat chakra, as you might imagine, is connected with expression, of being able to speak our truth, to be able to share our knowledge, to be able to share our deepest desires, to be able to speak what we're feeling on the inside and to articulate it into the world. And when you have a blocked chakra, it can come up in a lot of other ways. We can feel like we're quieted, that we're kind of contained, that we're not able to be or speak the way that we truly feel on the inside, and allowing that to be heard and seen in the world around us. It also can come up physically or manifest in physical ways when we have a blocked chakra of a raspy throat, losing our voice. It can come up as us feeling like, almost like stuttering, being able to not really allow ourselves to be able to kind of work through the chakras, to have that expression, to be able to have that power, to be able to move through our hearts, and to be able to then let it out, to let it be heard within our lives. And there's lots of different exercises that you can do in order to activate this energetic center. So one is to wear turquoise. So it's associated with the color turquoise, especially around your neck, which I think is interesting that turquoise is such a popular color for people to wear and to have necklaces of, because then it does activate our throat chakra, or Vishuddha. Also wearing a little turquoise bra here, throwing it all into the mix. So wearing turquoise, wearing those particular stones, having certain crystals that are associated with communication, with expression, can be another way. I always keep crystals. I honestly am almost always wearing a crystal. It's usually in my pocket or in my bra. From what I've read, it's always best to have it actually pressed against your skin to be able to get the full effects of it. I don't know the science behind wearing crystals, and I think there's a lot of ruckus around it, but if it makes you feel better, if it helps you, if it aligns you in some way with being able to be more centered, or even just as a physical reminder of whatever you're trying to cultivate, then hell, why not? Okay, so crystals, wearing the color turquoise or deep blue, indigo, which is also associated with your third eye. So it's up to you kind of on where you want to go, which is then our highest self moving through and being able to be expressed in this physical form. So definitely can be correlated in that way too. And then the other ways that I personally like to activate this energetic center is through mantras. So repeating mantras out loud, singing, journaling can be another way for you to, again, allow the thoughts within your mind to be formulated into this realm, into the 3D, right? So taking something that isn't necessarily in existence and putting it out there into the world. Maybe singing, rapping, whatever that is for you can be an excellent way to activate our throat chakra, or even just humming can be another way for you to be able to turn that on within you and really help clear out some of the junk. Another option is just neck stretches, any kind of maneuvering. If you have a lot of tension within your neck and your shoulders, upper shoulders, can then sometimes be correlated with this idea of having a blocked throat chakra. And there is a lot of times, at least what I've read, is there's a lot of connection between your second chakra and with your throat chakra, because our second chakra is a place of creativity, of playfulness, of real self-acceptance, that when we're not fully accepting and loving on ourselves and are confident within who we are, that our throat chakra can then in turn also get blocked. So I've often seen those two connected when I've read about it. And this is probably one I've had the most issues with clearing and tend to have the most common area to be blocked. It's come up multiple times in Reiki sessions. Reiki is another great way to help kind of work through the chakra, any imbalances that might be currently existing within your body. And it's one that I think I've always struggled to really say exactly what's on my mind in fear of judgment or how people might perceive me or how people might react. And so for this one, it's often one that gets blocked for me because I tend to be holding back. I laugh because I think that I'm like a lot spicier than most people would know. And so it's always in this mind of me being like, if only I was saying what I was thinking right now. And I'm sure we've all been there when you're just like sitting there like, I'm not going to say what I'm thinking out loud, but I really want to so bad. And it was probably a little bit funny and slightly a little offensive, which in my true Cancer nature, that is what almost the majority of the thoughts that run through my mind are. But that is an area that I have continuously had to focus on in order to clear. So even just this idea of moving your head around, like I feel like I always have tight shoulders and neck. So I'm always kind of using that as a part of my yogic practice to be able to open up. Singing, being able to really belt out in like the car is also a way for me to do this. Dancing, the idea of almost kind of moving my hips while singing can be that kind of second and fifth chakra activation. So those are ways to kind of connect the two of them. Or even lion's breath, which I'll guide you through. And then also do like a mantra. So the mantra associated with your throat chakra is hum. So we'll do both of those together. Okay. So take a big breath in through your nose. And as we've been doing, breathe out. But to actually make a sound. Again, we're trying to create those reverberations around this, being able to activate right here within our throat and our esophagus. Inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. One more time. Fill up. Open mouth, sigh. Okay, now we'll do a lion's breath. So inhale through your nose. Stick your tongue out as you breathe out. I know it's very silly, but we're just going to do it, okay? No one's looking. Inhale through your nose. Or all of you are looking at me, so whatever, we're going to go with it. Exhale out of your mouth. Sticking out your tongue, making a sound. Roaring, lion's breath. Inhale. Let it out. 3 more times in your own way. Fill up, get big, expand, take up space, and let yourself be heard. 2 more times. Fill up. It's okay to laugh too. Feel silly. Whatever sounds want to come up. Last time, biggest one yet. Get big, get loud. All right. Now, we're going to incorporate our meditation as well as we did our breathing exercise. And now let's fill up. And then letting out the sound. Soothing it back down. You shook up some energy. Now let's bring it back into harmony. Fill up. That mantra, breathe in. That seed sound of the throat chakra. Breathe in. Let it go. Do this 5 to 10 more times on your own. Letting this sound take up space. Being as loud as you possibly can. Letting go of this idea of feeling judged, that you can't be this true expression of who you are, that you need to, again, to conceal your truth. Letting that go, being heard, being seen, being you. 5 more rounds. Letting it linger, letting it expand, taking up, letting it lengthen just a little bit more. Last time together, longest one yet. Taking a few moments here to just sit with this, to notice any shifts that have occurred within your body. maybe some activity, some energy that's around your heart within your throat. Begin to open your eyes. And go ahead and drop your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Yeah, feel that length here along your neck. You want to add gentle pressure with your right hand on top of your skull, intensifying the stretch a little bit. It's welcome, it's not required. Allow your chin to dip down towards your sternum, make up through that back line of your neck, of your cervical spine. Find a little swing here. And then swivel over towards the left. Again, you can just allow your ear to drop down, apply pressure with your hand. Yeah, return upright. Hopefully that gave you a little release. Oh, thank you so much for being here. As always, I am so delighted that you've decided to come along this journey with me of moving through our chakras and just bringing awareness to our energetic centers and that energetic body that exists, and recognizing the influence and how it can maybe hinder you, but also how it can help you evolve and help you be a more authentic and present version of who you've always been.